Huge breaking news happening right now for the Eagles as they sign Julio Jones to the squad. This could be the perfect, most underrated signing the Eagles have made in a while. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and we got some huge breaking news happening right now. So big, I had to get in my car, fly home, and I'm making this video right now. It's absolutely crazy. The Eagles sign Julio Jones. I am going to get to see Julio Jones dress up in Eagles gear. One of my favorite all-time wide receivers has signed a one-year deal with Philly, and this could be sneaky good. Now, we're going to get into it in a second. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the most censored, the most throttled, pause, Eagles content creator in all of the internet. If you've been subscribed for a while, I just want to thank you so much for all the support you give to me. It's really crazy because, oh man, I wish I knew this signing happened 20 minutes before it happened, because I set my video to be released. As soon as my video was released to the public, this news broke. I got my keys. I told my coworker, I'll be back in a little bit. And I flew back here, and I'm making a video right now because the Eagles signed Julio Jones. And I think this is one of those signings that could be very sneaky. Now, it's all going to depend on what Julio Jones has left. How much does he have in the tank? How healthy can he stay? I think, the good thing about this is I really don't see any negatives to bringing Julio Jones in. I don't see what the negatives are. It's not like you're losing Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown. They're still there. They're still your 1-2 guys. But with Quez Watkins out so much, it's really hurt you. Oz really hasn't done anything. And you can, let's be frank, you could use maybe a little bigger body, especially in the slot. Julio Jones can only help the Eagles. It can't hurt the Eagles. It can't really take away from anything like Quez Watkins when he's limping and not playing anyways. He's on IR. This is a good signing. I actually think this is a really good signing. Adam Schefter's reporting this. 7-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Julio Jones is signing a one-year deal with the Philadelphia Eagles per sources. Jones will be reunited with former Titans teammate A.J. Brown, who pushed for Tennessee to trade him from Atlanta. Like I said, I think this is absolutely a low-risk, high-reward. If you get 60% of Julio Jones, what he was, you got an upgrade at your third wide receiver spot. 2022, he only had 24 catches for 299 yards, 2 touchdowns, 12.5 average. But here's the thing. Julio Jones has been consistently banged up. He's gotten hurt a lot, and that's going to be the risk the Eagles are playing. We just did that video. I just did a video, and it was talking about a report that came out that the Eagles went ahead, and they've been calling all over the place. They've been trying to get guys, especially for secondary. But obviously, Howie Roseman has been doing work, trying to get some guys in position. We've also signed Josiah Scott off the practice squad of the Steelers, so he comes back. There are more moves to come. This is just the start. These are the free agent moves that the Eagles can do right now. The question is going to be, what are the moves that they're going to do when it involves trading assets for a player? I think we're likely to see a safety. I think this is just the start of it. And really, to be honest with you, I don't see a negative in this signing. Let's say worst case scenario, right? What would be the worst case scenario? Julio Jones comes in and he's banged up. He's got, hamstring problems, knee problems. He just never could really get on the field, and you don't really use him. So what? What's that going to hurt us? It's not really going to hurt us, okay? He can only benefit us if Julio Jones is healthy and he's on the field. Now you got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Julio Jones out there. If he can give us what you need from a third wide receiver, it's a steal. This is an absolute great signing. This is another Howie Roseman signing. I think of this much like the Linval Joseph signing, the Ndamukong Suh signing last year. What did people say when they signed him? You got a bunch of old guys. You can't tell me that Joseph and Suh did not make a huge impact on the Eagles. I see this Julio Jones signing much the same way. Julio Jones is a Philadelphia Eagle. How crazy is that? I love it. I think it's a good move. I think it's a good signing. And now it's got to make you wonder what's next. What is coming next? I think you could cross off third wide receiver for right now. I think you could cross that off. And now it's going to be secondary. I think safeties, they're coming safety with a trade. Let's just be honest. They're going to trade for safety. That makes the most sense. You sign a receiver, you sign another defensive back, cornerback, Josiah Scott, and now, I think that they're laying the track work for the two trades. I think there's going to be two trades, and I think they're going to be safety, and I think you gotta watch the running back. Watch the running back. I think there's a possibility something out of nowhere might come that will surprise us all at that position. But Julio Jones coming to Philly is going to be a good thing. I wonder what number he'll wear. I have no idea. But he can't wear one. I don't think he can wear two. Oh, yeah, you can wear two. Two's not retired. Who has two for the Eagles? I can't think of it right now. But we'll see what Julio Jones, what number he chooses. But Julio Jones, good signing. The next moves, I think, are a trade for safety. And I think the running back is a sneaky outside of the box signing that could happen. Now, maybe they do go out after a Leonard Fournette or something like that. But you definitely need a third wide receiver. And I can totally get what the Eagles are doing. You don't want to go out there, and you probably don't want to give assets to get Judy. Maybe Renfro is not the guy that you're looking for. The reason I like Julio Jones is, one of the other reasons is this. Julio Jones is a 7-time Pro Bowler. Okay, so he's a 7-time Pro Bowler that's now coming in, and he's somebody that can talk to Devontae Smith. He can talk to Devontae Smith. He can tell him, give him advice, help him with things, because Devontae Smith clearly has looked frustrated the last few weeks. We want to get his head in the right place, and I think having a guy like a Julio Jones, who is a 7-time Pro Bowler, I think is a very good thing for Devontae Smith and the receiving group as a whole. Okay, I saw the comments McNabb made about A.J. Brown, and that has created all the problems with the offense being in sync. That's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of crap, okay? A.J. Brown has done a great job. If Devontae Smith makes the catches he made, if he would have not dropped those catches and made them, he would have had a pretty decent stats. Also, the week before, he didn't have a lot of yards, but he still had 7 catches. So I don't buy that at all. And I think with Julio Jones in there now, I think this will help Devontae Smith. It will help the offense. And I just think it's a great security blanket to have a Julio Jones in there that can do so much for you. The question is his age and his health. He's 34 years old, so that is going to be an issue. But to me, like I said, low risk, high reward signing. And now the question I keep asking is, what's next? What's next? It's got to be safety. That's got to be the next position. But that's got to be a trade, because you need a younger guy. You need somebody that comes in and is a starter right away that can help you. So that's got to be a trade. And I think outside shot at a running back. I do. I think a bigger physical running back would help the Eagles tremendously. But, man, I'm got to tell you, getting A.J. Brown on Kelly Green week, A.J. Brown, Julio Jones. I'm looking at a picture of A.J. Brown right now. But getting Julio Jones in the Philly as a third wide receiver to help you with Quez Watkins out is a Low risk, high reward. You really are going to lose nothing. Does not hurt the Eagles at all. It can only help, especially from a veteran presence standpoint. I like the idea that you have Julio Jones in the red zone now. You have Goddard, Julio Jones, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown. That red zone number hopefully could go up now too. So this is a good move. This is, I think, the first of what's going to be several moves. And I think the Eagles' next play is probably a safety. I don't think they'll trade for a wide receiver now. I thought that was a possibility. I think it's a safety, and I think watch out for the running back, because I think, you got A.J. Brown, you got Julio Jones. Well, then I had Derrick Henry. Why not? I'm just saying, why not add him for 1 year and then have the thunder lightning of DeAndre Swift and Derrick Henry? Not a bad idea, just my opinion. Love the Julio Jones pick. I give it an A+ for the Eagles because it can't hurt you at all. Denzel, with that, I almost did my post-credit scene outro. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision, baby. We're all just living in it, and I got to get back to work. Peace. Julio Jones signing, fantastic. They thought we were going down without a fight. They thought because we lost one game that we were going to just collapse and that was it. And somehow the Cowboys are going to just catch us. It ain't happening. The Eagles are just getting started because the Eagles have the wild card. They have Howie Roseman. And when you have Howie Roseman, you've got a chance. And that's the truth.